Recovery should be part of any good training program. I can tell you that being over 65 now, it's much more important to me than it ever was in my 40s. If I don't recover properly, it's not just a matter of being sore. It's not just a matter of being tired or exhausted all the time. It will actually cost me training days. And if I lose training days, I lose capability. I push pretty hard in the gym. I train hard. I train with a purpose. But if I don't recover, I won't make progress, and that's the whole point. Recovery is singular. It's got one purpose and one job only. It's to get you back to training hard. That's it. So you don't build up a special recovery routine. You don't add extra stress. You want to take away stuff. Remember, one job, get you back to training. Sleep. It's vital for strength, tissue repair, and your body's ability to perform compound movements. You already know this, and I know it from personal experience, because up until very recently I was doing shift work, and that included a lot of night shifts. And when I stopped that, I noticed a big change, not only in my performance, but in my body composition too. So you can't always change your circumstance, at least not right away, but it's important to be aware and have strategies so you don't burn yourself out. Now, as an older guy, it takes me longer to bounce back from training sessions, so I want to get good sleep, and I want to minimize any age-related sleep interruptions. So, number one, I keep my room on the cool side. Number two, I use naps strategically, so if I've had a poor sleep, then I don't feel guilty about grabbing a nap during the daytime. And number three, I front load my hydration, so I'll drink my water and fluids earlier in the day so I'm not bothered by frequent bathroom trips in the night. If you're taking time to recover, it makes sense to keep your nutrition up, and it doesn't need to be complicated. Whole foods, nutrient-dense, real ingredients, that's really the foundation. I try to keep my protein high because at this age, recovery depends on it. I just don't track or obsess, just enough consistently, not too much, not too little. A great recovery strategy is to take a deload week. Now, not everybody needs to deload. I mean, if you're a recreational athlete or lifter, maybe not. But if you're somebody who lifts for strength and capability and you take it seriously, it may not be a bad idea. You know, I know a lot of guys, they'll think it's a waste of time or somehow stalling their progress, and I used to be one of those guys. But when you think about it, what a deload does is it really protects the next block of training. That's what it's doing. You're giving yourself time so your joints can recover. It helps you recover from inflammation and any other stressors in your life. And it's not just your muscles, it's your whole nervous system will reset itself. But I think most importantly, it just helps give you that energy and strength so when you do get to that next training block, you can hit it hard. Knowing that the key to getting stronger is sometimes to do less, in my own training every 4 to 6 weeks, I'll do a deload week. So that means for my big compound lifts like a deadlift or a press or a squat that I'm normally doing, say 5 or 6 reps, I'll strip down 50% of the weight and I'll bang out 10 to 15 reps. Now when I say I bang them out, I have different goals. So while my goal that week is not strength, I will work on other things like my technique and my mechanics. So I just have a different focus during the week. And if I want to take a week off, I don't try and fill the gap with a bunch of recovery routines. The point is to have the gap. It's recovery. Recovery isn't only physical. For me, it's a good book.
I like a lot of fiction, hard-boiled crime dramas, nothing work-related. And getting out on the water. Paddleboarding does exactly for my head what training does for my body. It clears it. Sometimes you don't need an app or another meditation routine. You just need space. Out of everything here, mobility is the one thing I don't subtract. It's the one thing I actually keep in. A few minutes of mobility work doesn't have to be anything intense or anything big, because the goal isn't really to build anything here. It's just to stay loose enough so that my next training session doesn't start completely from zero. So it's small, but it's the one piece I keep in, and I do it on purpose.
You know, I'll say it again, recovery shouldn't be some whole new routine that you're building, shouldn't be adding stress or adding work. So don't think of it as a routine, think of it almost as a restraint. So you have the 5 things. You make sure you get enough sleep, pay attention to your nutrition and your hydration, plan some time off, lift lighter weights for a while, take a deload week, a reload week, whatever you want to call it. Make sure you're turning off from the online world. Read a book, get out in nature, go for a walk. And the 5th thing I do is keep up with your light movement and mobility during the week. I try and do mine in a relaxed setting. But recovery, again, as you age, is super important if you want to train, if you want to push hard. That's how we maintain capability.
For more content like this, stick around. There's more to come.